What up, sports fans? It's your boy CJ Richardson back again with another episode of We Talk Sports. Rolling solo on this mission this evening, but everything is fine. We're going to take a look around the NFL, talk about the Dallas Cowboys. A little bit of COVID has hit the NFL hard. Playoffs. You talking playoffs? Yeah, we're about that time. We're talking playoffs. Got a couple teams that can clinch playoff spots this week. My Dallas Cowboys happen to be one of those teams sitting out here in first place. 3-game lead in the NFC East, man. And the one thing I want to tell you guys is I haven't heard anybody screaming, "We want Dallas this week." Nobody, not one person has told me that they want Dallas this week. So we must be doing something right. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy going on around the Cowboy Nation about the offense being stagnant and the defense balling out. But I want to tell the entire Cowboy Nation, just relax. As usual, what I do is I always put a link in the comments. Since I'm riding solo, I just put a link in the comments. If somebody wants to come on and rock with me this evening, you're more than welcome to come on screen and chat. It's the People Show. It's interactive. So I'd appreciate it if somebody took me up on the offer. You don't have to ask on the screen. All you have to do is hit the link. You'll pop up on the screen, and you and I will go one-on-one with some friendly football banter or sports talk, because this is We Talk Sports. What's up, Reggie? What's up, Valerie? How are you guys doing tonight, man? Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Wednesday, it's Giants week. If you're a Cowboy fan, it is Giants week. So we're getting ready for the Giants. The first thought that comes to my mind when I'm thinking Giants is a trap game. Yep. And I know people are gonna say a trap game. The Giants? That's why it's a trap game. What's up, Dory? What's up, Alan? Ryan, Zena. Yeah, I think the Giants could potentially be a trap game because the Giants haven't beaten anybody in a while. Everybody thinks they suck, but they still fight, they still battle, and they're our next opponent. So we have to take everybody seriously. So yeah, the Giants, man. Teresa says, "Hey CJ, just sitting out here in first place in my CJ voice." That's right. Hey Doris Gregory, how are you? Tracy Newly, hey, how are you? Keisha. Now I told you guys I'm riding solo tonight. I did put a link in the comments. I'll put it back in there if somebody wants to ride shotgun with me on this program, before I get started, man. But yeah, from where I'm sitting, oh man, sitting out here in first place. What's up, Derek Thomas? What's up, Cedric Batts? How are you guys doing tonight, man? We Talk Sports. Came on a little bit late tonight. Your boy been rolling. Had a great day. Had to come home and decompress. Some of you may know about that as well, man. This NFL season, that extra game, that 17th game, let's talk about that first. How do you guys feel now that we're into the season? And normally we'd be a little closer to the end. I know it's only 1 week, but to me, it's a big week. It's going from 16 games to 17 games, the wear and tear on the player's body, coupled with COVID. How do you guys feel about that? Do you like that extra game now, or you don't like it? And also, when including that 17th game, adding additional team to the playoffs. Do you guys like that scenario? And the one bye per division league conference. Do you guys like that? I'll speak on it first until we get some interaction. Serena says, "I don't like the extra game." I don't either, Serena. I just think I know it was for money. I think Reggie says, "I love it." I know it was for money, but however, with the injuries and the COVID, I'm telling you guys right now, it's going to cost one of you guys' favorite team a shot at the Super Bowl. I don't know who it's going to be, but mark my words, it's going to cost somebody a shot at the Super Bowl. One more game, another chance for injury. One more game, another COVID test. It's going to cost somebody. One of you guys' favorite teams is going to fall victim to an additional injury or COVID is going to strike. And I'm just praying that it's not my Dallas Cowboys. I'm just saying, I just don't, I like it because I get more football, but that's a selfish reason to like it. So for the players' safety, I don't really like it. Kevin says, it's now a dicey situation with that COVID. Yeah, man. Cedric says, yes, I like the extra game. We all like that extra game, but I don't think it's beneficial to the players, man. Those players are banged up right now. Alexander Demir said, I don't like it, CJ. Steelers forever, but next year for us. I got you on, Reggie. I understand that, man. So I don't really like it. As a football fan and watching it, I love it. But big picture, so you got to realize now, if your team goes to the playoffs and you don't get a first round bye, so now what you have to do is you got to play that extra game. You got to play that wild card game. You got to play that divisional game. You got to play that conference championship game. And then if you make it through all that, that's 5 additional games to get to the Super Bowl. That's a lot. I'm just telling you, you go from a regular schedule, and then you go to the playoff games. And if you're a wild card team and you get hot and you can make the run, you don't have to win 4 games now. You got to win. It's basically like 5. I call week 18 the additional game. It's an additional opportunity, but that's a long season, man. It is a long season. William says, I don't like it. Just do 3 preseason games and 16 regular season games. I could go for that. Yeah, but it is what it is, man. So right now, when we look at Lupe says Micah MVP. Rodney Harrison wants the argument with the haters. Okay, I could go with Micah Parsons for MVP as well. We got a Washington football team fan who will be eliminated this week from the playoffs. Welcome Howard Scarborough Sr. Hey, Howard, I see you represent the Washington football team. Welcome to We Talk Sports. I see you guys were calling out We Want Dallas all of last week. Me and you had some verbal interaction about what was gonna happen, and I'm just want to ask you now in front of the everybody that's here. Do you still want Dallas, or what happened, or did you change your mind, or did you bite off a little bit more than you can chew? What happened? What happened? I just want to know. Do y'all want the Eagles? See, y'all talked about wanting Dallas. I ain't heard one Washington football team say we want the Eagles. Why? Why? I haven't heard one Washington football team fan say nothing about we want the Eagles. Why, brother? Holler at me. Now, we ain't just laughing. We talking smack to you right now. We are not just laughing. Reginald is laughing, but he's a Cowboys fan. He has the right to laugh. I want to know why y'all haven't said nothing but you want the Eagles. Y'all just want the best. Okay, all right. Okay, I get it. No more Washington football team talk. And as I was saying about the injuries, the Cardinals were just sitting out there rolling all year, pretty much, and they had the best record in the NFL at times, and they had definitely the best record in the NFC conference for probably all of the weeks, except for right now. They're sitting in second place with Green Bay up top. So I told you guys injuries were going to play a part. Looks like their all-pro wide receiver Hopkins is out or maybe out for the rest of the year. That's big. That is big, So, and when we look at the top teams in the NFC, you got the Packers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Arizona Cardinals, the Rams, and the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm telling you guys right now, any of those teams can win it all. And there won't be any getting around anybody. It's too many good teams at the top to get around anybody. So in order for our Cowboys to get where we need to go, we're going to see the Rams, or definitely probably the Rams, the Cardinals. We could potentially see any of the 4 in the first round. I mean, that's just the way it's going to work out. It probably won't be the Pack or the Bucks, but the Cardinals are slipping. It could be them. It's going to be tough, guys. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be tough. The playoffs in the NFC are going to be where it's at, and I do think that whoever wins the NFC will win the Super Bowl. That's just my prediction. Hopefully, my Cowboys can be that team to pull it out. But I like the Dallas Cowboys situation right now, okay? Because We know we have problems, and I think we can fix them. The defense is getting all the pieces back on defense, and they're playing well. We're getting a lot of pressure on quarterbacks. Ask Tyler Heineke. He was the first victim, and we got a victim this week. I think Daniel Jones is not playing, so we get to play against a backup quarterback. I expect a lot of pressure on this guy as well. But our defense is playing really, really well while the offense is figuring things out and getting pieces back. So I don't have a problem with where we are right now, because we are, as I said, we're 9-4. We do have a 3-game cushion. We do have time to get things together for the playoffs and make a nice run. I just want us to get healthy. Now, we know Tyron Smith, Tyron, whatever you want to call him, we all know that Tyron Smith is going to miss time from time to time, but we got to secure that line. I think our offensive line is our key to victory. People have been ragging on Zeke all year, but Zeke's still on pace to get 1,000 yards. I think he has about 890 yards now, 810 yards right now. He's averaging 4.4 yards a carry. I think Pollard is like 680, 670, something like that. And he's averaging well over 6 yards a carry. So the running game, even though it's not up to standards, it can be effective at times, but we have to get that offensive line straight. That's what we need to do. Derek says we can get a wild card with a card this week with the loss of the Saints for Washington. Yay, we can, but we control our own destiny. All we got to do is win. Washington's not going to beat anybody, so we pretty much going to get guaranteed clinch our playoff this week, pretty much. I don't think Washington will beat anybody. Defense playing well. Offense has a good chance of getting back on track this weekend. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Now, Howard, he's the hater here, y'all. He says, yes, y'all offense plays too slow. How did your offense play last week? I'm just asking, Howard, how did your offense play last week? We beat y'all up last week, and then we coasted to victory. That's what we did. Hey, Diane, how are you? Keon Henderson says, we will be on track if the line is. You absolutely right, brother. We get that line straight, I'm going to tell you right now. And we're going to be a tough out in the playoffs. People don't take the Cowboys serious because of our history, of our past history. Like, the Cowboys haven't won anything, in a long time. So that's why people always rag on us a little bit, but I'm telling you right now, they picked the wrong group of Dallas Cowboys to try to rag on this week. I'm telling you right now. And somebody said the backup quarterback for the Giants is Glennon. It's going to be a tough day. He's another pocket statue. The age of the pocket statue quarterbacks is pretty much gone. If you don't have a mobile quarterback, you're going to need a quarterback in the pocket that makes quick decisions and accurate throws. And if you don't have that now, the game is sped up so much that if you don't have an accurate quarterback who can get that ball off in 2.9 seconds or less and is accurate, it's over. And we got killers coming around the corner. This is not the time to just show up and want to play the Dallas Cowboys. We got killers coming around every corner. We got D-Law coming back, and he looked like he's on a mission. We got Randy Gregory playing for the big contract, which he's pretty much all but secured. We got the manimal Michael Parsons, who could line up anywhere and win his matchup. And then over the top, we got Diggs holding down the air. Oh, man, we got Curse. I love our defense, man. And I think that's going to be our strong point in the game. If we can get any running game to go with that defense, we're going to go far into these playoffs right now. The Rams are in COVID protocol. They got problems. See, we focus on the Cowboys' problems, but a lot of the other teams are having problems as well. And once we focus in on who our actual opponent, we're going to match up well. Brett Favre has the foot injury. We don't know the extent of this foot. I'm telling you guys, I think we're setting up for a good run going forward. The only thing that's kind of scares me is the COVID, because you never know when it's going to hit and who's it going to hit. If we get Dak, Zeke, Pollard, CD, any of those guys all at one time. I mean, because teams all around sports right now, the COVID has struck, and it's it's bad. So we got to see what's going on with the COVID. Some leagues have I said Aaron Rodgers. He said Aaron Rodgers, not Brett. Hey man, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Because you all have been here. But Aaron Rodgers, yeah, you knew what I was talking about. Yeah. Just FYI, Howard, you a Redskins fan. Your opinion does not matter. Y'all still want them Cowboys? I'm just laughing at y'all, man, because it was funny. Dwight says defense wins championships. If you have a decent offense and a great defense, you're going far. That is correct. Now, we still got some things we need to work on the defense now. The defense was playing lights out. Now, even though our offense turned the ball over and put us in situations, we still have some things that we got to work out. Certain things we can't do against an Aaron Rodgers and a Tom Brady in the playoffs. So I just want everybody to be aware of that as well. If we still got to get to those quarterbacks, we still got to put pressure and fire in the hole. Howard says, man, you gotta love this guy. He be having fun. Oh, no doubt, man. Lupe says, how can I join the Zoom calls? I'm from Texas. It's not a Zoom call, but I'll drop a link right now. Lupe, I just added a link. All you gotta do is click on the link. It should say StreamYard.com. You'll see a link that I just added to the stream. All you have to do is click on that link. And that's for anybody that's out there. This is the People Show. It's interactive. It's one of the only shows on the internet that I let you guys come on and talk unfiltered with me. Dwight says, get to them QBs with no penalties. Exactly, brother. You got to be able to get to the goddamn QB. We got to control our own penalties. We got to get Brown to turn his goddamn head around and not get no pass interference, So that's what it is. The defense allowed 21 points in the third and fourth quarter. Exactly, Derek. That was big, man. That was big. We turned the ball over a few times. We stalled out on offense, but still, like Derek said, we still allowed those points, and we can't be doing that. That we can't have any moments where we just dial it all the way down. Every time the defense takes the field, if they want to be known as a shutdown, we got to take the field and we got to go hard with that. So looks like CeeDee Lamb might be the only 1,000-yard receiver for the Cowboys this year, but he's been playing like a number one anyway, man. And I don't know about you guys, man. I love Cooper, but when he had his injury, the ham, he's had a few injuries, that cost him some time, and he didn't do the COVID that cost him. So, but he's still a number one receiver. So in my eyes, we have two number one receivers. You know what I'm saying? We have two number one, and Gallup was hurt as well. So that's the reason, So CD, he has 890 yards. He's gonna get that. He's gonna be a 1,000-yard receiver. He's the lead dog right now. But Cooper is a 1,100-yard receiver, no matter what you think. William Brown says never. Well, I don't know. You got to tell me what never means, because I don't know what you're talking about. So most of the time when you guys put a comment in, you got to let me know what you're talking about. And Gallup as well. I love Gallup as well, man, because he makes big catches. Y'all know he do the Michael Jackson all the time. So, I mean, the boy footwork, once he comes down with the ball close to the sidelines, he always drags the feet. And he's spectacular. I hope that we can keep him. I don't know, man. Those contracts. Here goes somebody right now. We're going to have to address this right now. Barack Regressa, I don't know who, Ragasa, says, our problem is Dak Prescott. Funniest thing I've heard today. I know Dak is in a little slump, but you say our problem is Dak Prescott? Nah, I'm not going to go with that one. I really can't go with that one. If Dak is the problem, what do you do about it? Who do you replace him with? Come on, man. Stop playing with me. You got to give us a little bit more, Baruch. If you say Dak is our problem, you got to give me some more. Talk to me. Your fingers working, your typing is good, but you gotta give me some more. That comment alone says, I need more. I need more. Yeah, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? I need a little bit more. So please enlighten us on why you feel Dak is the problem. Were you around last year when Dak Prescott was not available? Um, I mean, talk to me, Alex Negron says Cooper Rush is a good backup. Cooper Rush is a good backup when you need him for 1 week, maybe two, and there's a reason why they call them a backup. That means you are to come in, manage a game when the starter is out. You weren't good enough to win the starting job. So I just need to know, for all the people that says Dak is our problem. Okay, if Dak is our problem, what's your contingency plan if Dak is the problem? What do you do with Dak? I mean, it's a short answer, but I like to know, But I had some film that I was going to put on here, but I didn't have time today because I was running late. I watched every Dak sack, and most of them were against 4-man rushes where the line, 5 men on the line, where they were playing coverage behind and rushing 4, and one of the 4 got home and made the sack on Dak. They took away the early reads and somebody got home. I need you to watch that. I mean, seriously. So I thought it was Dak, and I know he's made some bad decisions, but I would go to war with 4 every time. So I just need to know what you guys are referring to. I've seen all of the offensive line problems that we've had. I've seen all the holding, the missed blocks, the linemen getting beat off the line of scrimmage, the blitzing right up the middle. I just need to know. And somebody says Dak making bad reads. Of course, every quarterback makes bad reads. Lamar Jackson threw 5 interceptions this week. Kyler Murray threw 3. Both of them. I mean, but I guess Dak is the one that you really want to keep pounding, So come on now. Dak is not the problem. I don't break down film, Howard. I mean, I watch the games like everybody else, but I think they don't see. They see some fans, what they see is like when a quarterback throws an interception. Oh, it's on the quarterback. Dak threw 1 interception where the guy had his whole face mask with his hands over his eyes and he couldn't even see and didn't even get the roughing the quarterback pass, and he threw an interception. But everybody, there go Dak again. So you got to look a little bit inside of the game, man. Now, we all agree that Dak hasn't been playing up to par. He's still completing 67.9% of his passes, which is not bad. 24 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. I would like the interception to be down a little bit, but, like 3,400 yards passing. I like my quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Baruch says. I still love my quarterback. Okay, Dak is not the problem. He's not the problem. I'm telling you right now, he is not the problem. He's part of the solution, and all the players. Name a player that hasn't had a bad game. Even the great Michael Parsons has had a bad game, not in run and not in blitzing off the edge, but his pass coverage has been suspect a few times as well, So everybody wants to point fingers at who's the problem. And here we go, another person. Kellen Moore is the problem. Tell me why, and when you guys say people are the problems, you gotta tell me why, because I can't get to the root of it if I don't know why. When people tell me Kellen Moore is the problem, I simply ask them, in a chain of command in a Fortune 500 business, head coaches being the CEO, offensive and defensive coordinators, being in the executive branch, and everybody has a headset on. Every call that goes on that field can be approved or denied. Am I right or am I wrong? So every time Kellen Moore makes a play in calls a play, does it not go through Mike McCarthy's ear? Can he check down? Hey, no, don't do that or whatever. He's supposed to be the offensive guru. He's the Super Bowl winning coach. He's supposed to be grooming these guys. Let's stop right here. Okay. So Mike McCarthy was brought in to take the Dallas Cowboys to the Super Bowl. Let's not forget that, you know. They fired Jason Garrett because he kept having mediocre seasons. He had all the pieces, but he couldn't develop them and get us where we were going. Mike McCarthy was supposed to come in and take this thing to the next level. Mike McCarthy has not taken us to the next level. So we got to stop blaming everybody around Mike McCarthy and put some of that blame on Mike McCarthy. Fourth down, play calls, going for it on fourth down, they come through the head coach. We're going for it. And then the offensive coordinator comes up with a play. That play comes through Mike McCarthy's headset when it goes into the field. Approve, deny, give advice, do something. Don't just stand there. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, why we can't put the blame exactly where it goes. But then not only once we get a play sent out to the field, execution. You know, it's a team sport. So you got to execute. You got to get the play. You got to call the play. You got to approve the play. And then you got to go out there and you got to execute the play. Now, every play that you call on fourth down that doesn't work is a what? Oh, it's a bad play. Y'all already know that. Every play that doesn't work on fourth down, oh, I don't know why they called that. That's a bad play. Not all the time. Sometimes the defense is up to the task. It's just what it is, man. But at the end of the day, you're 9-4. That means you won more than you lost. At the end of the day, we got a 3-game lead in the division with 4 games left. So what that means is we are almost assured of winning the NFC East. So Kellen Moore can't be that bad. Mike McCarthy is letting a lot of stuff slide. You know, so we're in good position. So we got to stop pointing blame and we got to say, hey, look, we got to execute better. If we fix the offensive line, I'm telling you guys now, we're going to be just fine. We are going to be just fine. Did you think our defensive coach coached better than Mike McCarthy? No. I think that we just came out and played a good game, you know. We executed. I'm not going to say he coached better than McCarthy because they both had the same pieces, you know. I think what happened is Kellen Moore still did the offensive with everything we had on offense. It was like a basically the same game. Mike McCarthy was just standing there, you know, doing but he was on COVID and he wasn't at the game, so things kind of like rolled like they would normally roll. So I don't think Quinn did a better job, and Quinn's had jobs too. He got fired, so that's why we have him. He was a head coach. He got fired, you know. So he's a better defensive coordinator, you know. But some of the adjustments that in the second half of the Washington game were questionable as well. We shut Washington down in the first half, and then we came out in the second half, and they adjusted, and we kind of like were going through the motions. I didn't see Quinn get the Cowboys back up to the level of intensity in the second half after the game got close that we had in the first half. It was lights out in the first half. We shut everything down. They made adjustments, and we didn't adjust to their adjustments, and they got some stuff over on us. Then we settled down a little bit, and then we came back, and then time basically ran out, you know, because we came out flat in that second half. So Lupe says number 1 defense on third downs. Okay. But, I mean, we still give up a lot of plays. We do. So we got to tighten up everything, you know. We're best when we know they're getting ready to pass. We are, you know. But we got to stop that run on first down. We got to stop the run on first down, because if you can have second and long, you're going to win most of the time. Second and short opens up the playbook. Everything's available. So I was just going to ask why they came back. They came back because we momentum. That catch, I said this the other day. That catch. When Heineke rolled out and hit Sims over Diggs, that was a momentum shifter, and they bought it after that. And then Dak made the errant throw, which was really made the game. We had a chance to blow them away. We did, you know. Raymond says, "What's up, CJ? One issue is the run game cannot get going due to O-line issues." Great comment. I got to put that on the screen. That's a great comment, Raymond. Yeah, man, we can't get anything going without our offensive line being together, man, blocking and doing the things that they do. Everything we go, basically, we're gonna go as the offensive line goes, point blank period, guys. And we're gonna face better defenses and we're gonna face higher scoring teams in the playoffs. So those are the things that bother me. That offensive line, the health of the offensive line, it bothers me. And Thomas said we let them off the hook. We sure did, man. We had a chance to set 50-0, maybe. I'm just saying, I would have loved it. We let them off the hook. We sure did, but it is what it is, though. So I think we'll be back. I think if we come out strong against the Giants, we'll blow them away. We'll get the 10th win. We'll be 10-4. Everything's still on the table. Everything is going to be just fine, man. Alex says 50-0. Exactly. It should have been 50-0. Willie says the offensive line coach has to look at it closer. Yeah, you got to do something, man. One thing I would like to see the Cowboys do, roll Dak out a little bit more. As I was sitting there watching the Redskins game, the Washington football team game, it's like I didn't see many rollouts. It was like street drop back. It was 3-step drops, looking to get rid of the ball. They were playing coverage. He had to hold the ball a little bit long because nobody was open. They're playing coverage. So I would like to see the Cowboys roll Dak Prescott out on the edge a little bit more. Let him use his athletic ability. And it's easier for Dak to run when you roll him out on the edge, like he did late in the game when he dropped back and he rolled around the edge, and I think he scampered for like 17 yards. I like to see more of that. That makes the defense play a little bit more honest and brings those linebackers up, and it opens up those crossing routes. Because that crossing route where Dak threw to intercept the pick six was one of those instances. He hadn't been rolling out all game, so the linebacker didn't respect it. That's how he got in the passing lane, and he was dropped back, and he had no reason to come up because Dak hadn't been running. And he intercepted the ball, pick six. This great defense. Errant pass, but he got it. Dwight says more screens and play action. I love play action. I'm telling you right now, I love me some play action. But I guess it's hard to play action when you ain't got nobody blocking, So it's a little bit tough. So Calvin says line went downhill when they took Connor Williams out. Yeah. That is true. But I tell you what I did like. I like La'el Collins when he went over there and stood up for Dak Prescott. You're not going to put your hands on my quarterback. So I love that. I love that. I can tell you that. Monique says, Giants has beat us only once in the last 5 years. We putting up 40. Dak is throwing for over 303 touchdowns. I love that, Monique. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a feel-good game. I think it's the perfect game at the perfect time if we come out there and just lay the smack down on them. That's what I think. The perfect game at the perfect time is exactly what we need. Beat the Giants. That's the only thing that matters. Good comment, Monique. So as we look around the NFL, as we said, man, it's a lot going on. It's a lot of injuries, a lot of COVID. Our Cowboys are in a good spot. Donna says, CJ, we have the largest fan base, and we have to put all of our positive vibes behind that. Just imagine what that would do for Dak. Hey, because he reads the tabloids too. He reads the tabloids, so I agree with that as well. Mike King says, I was at the football game. Good job, Mike. I was there as well, Mike. Good job, man. Glad you made it to the Cowboys game. Patrice Langford says, yep, lay the smackdown. Cindy Henson says, Giants are on the clock. Tick tock, tick tock. Exactly. And right now, in my eyes, the Giants are the best team I've ever seen in my life. And we need to go out there and beat that. Yeah, beat that is good. Teresa says, and do it for 4 quarters and not just a half. I agree, Teresa. Yep. Lay the smackdown on that. Now, I seen somewhere where they wrote, how would you feel about seeing Micah Parsons in the backfield? How would y'all like to see Parsons running the ball? That's a good question. Calvin says, Dak been hit with death and passing of his grandmother. That is true. He has been hit. Dak has a lot of stuff going on, man. But I tell you right now, I believe in 4. You understand what I'm saying? I believe in 4. 4 is my guy. 4 is my guy. That might be the only current jersey that I have, like 3 or 4 Dak Prescott jerseys. I ain't got nobody else. I do have a Zeke. I got a Zeke and 3 Dak Prescott jerseys, or 4 Dak Prescott jerseys, and 1 Zeke. You know, and then I got some old school players from the Cowboys: Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman. Who else I got? I think I got a Bill Bates too, but that's old school right there. You know. Somebody says, yep, I would. I think Michael can do it. Man, that boy, Michael Parsons, man, is a beast. A beast. You know, Lupe says, I loved it when I was at Fort Lee. I won a lot of money off the Washington football fans. Yes, we did. We have. I wish I would have been there with them boys. We're talking smack to the fan. We had a ball, you know. Ruth says, I believe in 4 too. That's right, Ruth. What else we got? CJ, has been fun. Thanks for helping, for keeping it real. Good night. Good night, Dwight. You know. Ware, number 94. Oh, yeah. I don't have a DeMarcus Ware jersey. I don't. Teresa says, and he still shows up. Dak is the man. Dak is the man, man. All right. We got to talk about some other stuff, man. College football. Did anybody see where Deion Sanders signed the number 1 recruit in the country? Did anybody see that? He was going to Florida State, and then he decided, you know what? I'm going to a HBCU. Did anybody see that? And what did you think of it? Deion Sanders, man, and everybody, the whole entire college football is in an uproar. You know, everybody is in an uproar because a small school. I'm gonna just say it like this: the black boys are going to black schools now. You know, and it's beautiful. You know, this ain't a racist thing; it's just a fact. Historic black colleges and universities are being put on the map because our black athletes are coming home to play. That's beautiful, you know. And all of these Division I coaches are mad at Deion because he was able to do that with his influence. But isn't that the same thing they do when they go in your home? They come into these guys' homes, our homes, and they promise you the world. If you come to Alabama, you're gonna win a national championship, which is true. You you got these big football budgets. When you go into the football locker rooms, they look better than your home. The dorm rooms, the football houses, or look like mansions and stuff. And they lure these guys into these big schools, and they go to these big bowl games, and they get tens and hundreds of $1 million, and the coaches get paid $100 million. And we just got the licensing for the kids so they can get money off of their names. And this guy signed a multi-million-dollar contract with a sports company as well, and he's going to HBCU. This is a game changer. This is a game changer. You know, Hugh Jackson just got to coach at Jackson State. I'm telling you guys, it's a game changer. The playing field's about to get level. I love it. It's a great move, man. You know, so I know some of these guys, you know, they want to play in front of 100,000, but Deion at the HBCU was averaging some big numbers too. So he's doing a lot of good things for small time HBC universities, man. Who wouldn't want to play for prime time? Prime time is making things happen. Exactly. You know. So I just thought it was a good thing that happened, and we wanted to talk about it for a minute, man. And appreciate y'all tuning in tonight too, man. We talk sports. Flying solo tonight. Also want to let everybody know, man, this is the People Show. We come on every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. I was running a little bit late tonight, and I need you guys as the guest. I always say this. Some take me up on it, some don't. If you'd like to be a co-host on the show or on the panel, hit me in my inbox, and you're always welcome. All right, so the Dallas Cowboys 9-4. Everything is well. Calm down. We're gonna get this thing fixed. We're going to get this thing fixed. I love where we're sitting at right now. I do. I always say these boys are good enough. The scouts will find them. Exactly. If you got talent, they're going to find you. Point blank, period. Monique says, I'm loving college ball right now. Welcome to USC and the Pac-10 Lincoln Ride. Oh, y'all on the map, Monique. I'm telling you that right now. Y'all are back on the map. Texas just got a recruit that had committed. He was a number one in his class last year, and now he's going to University of Texas. That portal in the college football has changed the game. Has changed the game, man. Has changed the game. I like what Derek is saying. We're gonna leave on this note, man. He said, one game at a time. That's what we need to do, Dallas Cowboy fans, man. One game at a time. And I need to leave y'all with this too for all the haters out there who don't know who run the East. Not yet, Slingshot. I don't know about politics. You know, he's in a situation early. I don't know if he's playing this week or not, but I don't think we need him this week. So no rush. Just relax. You know, we're going to need him down the road, you know. But for all of the fans that don't know who run the East, the Cowboys run the East. The Cowboys run the East. Hey, appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. We talk sports, man. CJ Richardson, I've been your host. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. I'm going to catch up with y'all next week. Until the next time, go Cowboys. Peace.